aquí hay un gran problema. Y es un problema económico. Y no tiene nada que ver con los hispanos. Es un problema de políticas económicas erradas. ¿Qué es lo que pueden hacer los republicanos? Denunciar y aclararle al público americano, ya sea el hispano o sea cualquiera grupo étnico o de minoría o de mayoría que vive en este país, es que las políticas económicas de libre mercado y de bajos impuestos y de libertad son mucho mejor y mucho más acertadas que las que estamos viendo ahora.
One of the things that you are distinguishing yourself for is to be someone who proposes solutions instead of just, of course, complaining about problems. One of the solutions is that you have proposed the Dignity Act, which, of course, has a lot of different components to trying to solve the immigration issue. A lot of it also is about creating legal channels for people to come to America and be productive. Because that's what we need is productivity in America right now. We have 10 million jobs that are open right now. And part of that also is taking control of our borders. So I wanted you to talk a little bit briefly on kind of what are the components of the Dignity Act and what are you aiming to do with it?
Well, immigration, it's definitely one of the biggest problems, if not, well, along with inflation, is the biggest problem that we have in this country. It's something that did not start with President Biden. It has gotten a lot worse under his lack of leadership. But we have had a major problem with immigration. We need to give more visas to those people who are in the fields. We need to fix our asylum process. So it's a series of things that we need to be fixing. But what I am concentrating on when it comes to dignity, I just presented the Dignity Act in February as a GOP member, explaining to the Latino community, to the brown community. I'm a brown girl from the hood, from Little Havana. Very proud. As I was explaining before, I was the Central American Bureau Chief for Univision. I lived in El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Honduras. I know them very well, and I love the Central Americans. When I was a journalist here in the city of Miami, I worked with thousands of undocumented, and I know that what they want is something called a dignity. They may want path to citizenship later, but right now what they want is to come out of the shadows, be able to raise their American kids, pay their taxes, buy their homes, go home for Christmas or to bury their dead, and live in the promised land, and to contribute to that promised land, be part of it, but continue being Mexican or Hondurans. So one of my laments, one of my sorrows is that the political elite has not provided an answer or a solution to those people who have not committed a crime, who have been here for more than 5 years. Those could be the DACA, the Dreamers, the TPS, anyone else, but also millions of others that do not fall into any of those categories, that have contributed to the economy, that the system allowed them to stay. And now, after 20 years, we cannot deport them, not because it's not human, it's not Christian, it's because it's not possible, because there are not enough agents to come and plug them and kick them out.